And the Obama administration tonight just signed off on another $1 billion in additional green stimulus money for solar projects. That money is coming from the same scandal-scarred stimulus program that blew $500 million on Solyndra. And all this is coming on reports that the FBI now investigating accounting fraud at Solyndra. For the latest on all this, let's bring in Congressman Michael Burgess from the Energy and Commerce Committee. He's leading the investigation in Congress. Joining me now from Dallas. Congressman, welcome back. Great to see you.
Gerri, good to be back with you.
All right, so I want to ask you, I know you got briefed today. Is there anything new we need to know about this ongoing investigation? And what are you hearing about the accounting scandal?
Well, the accounting scandal is relatively new information. You did hear the reports about lavish finishes being supplied on the construction project, and so what were the reports turned into the Department of Energy? Surely there's a base cost for finish out. If that was exceeded, why weren't some questions asked? So once again, we're back to the Department of Energy and what was their oversight in administering this loan program to this company that apparently wasn't able to handle money all that well.
Well, lots of problems, lots of questions. Now, I know that you guys are conducting an investigation, the FBI is conducting an investigation, but do we really need an independent investigation that is not a part of the government to really look into this?
Well, the question is going to come up because obviously Department of Justice and even the Inspector General at Department of Treasury, which I understand also has its own investigation. I mean, can the administration satisfactorily investigate itself? I don't want to get ahead of things. Right now, we've asked the Department of Energy and Office of Management of the Budget for information. They were very slow to provide this at first, and now it is coming with great rapidity, almost faster than it can be evaluated. So the investigation is ongoing right now. There are other branches of government that are involved in this investigation. I think that's appropriate. Our jurisdiction clearly is with Office of Management of the Budget and Department of Energy, but there are other areas of investigation that are entirely appropriate at some point. I mean, look, the administration has a low credibility in the public's eyes. The Congress is even less. So at the end of the day, to be believable, there may need to be a stamp of independence on this.
So you believe there should be one. Are you asking for one?
Well,
are you telling people we got to have somebody else come in here and look into this thing?
I think at this point I'm comfortable with the way the investigation is proceeding, different from even just a few weeks ago when essentially Department of the Office of Management of the Budget would provide no information. And look, it's not just these two branches of the administration. We've been fighting with them for information on the healthcare law, on the EPA, on some of their pay practices. They have a history of being opaque about this.
Congressman, why do you think that they're coming forward with information now?
Well, I think at this point it was just simply the weight in the Solyndra case on the Office of Management of the Budget and Department of Energy. Just the weight of the questions became more than they could obscure any longer. And they did know that we had the subpoena power. In fact, the subpoena power was exercised in mid-July to get the documents from these two agencies, and it was then and only then, in fact, that the information began to become available to the committee staff.
Was a crime committed?
You know, I called for yellow crime scene tape, but that is crime scene tape surrounding a criminal investigation. Yeah. So at this point, the investigation is ongoing. There is certainly the possibility that laws were breached. Not quite prepared to say a crime was committed, but boy, where there's smoke, there may well be fire.
Possible laws were breached. Well, Congressman, thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you again. Thank you.
Absolutely.